Where's your devotion? Where's your devotion?
Hi Cancer, welcome to Maddie Tarot. I'm Maddie, and today we're going to be doing a reading for what you think your person feels versus how they actually really feel. Okay, so this is a general reading. Keep that in mind. It may not resonate for everybody from front to back. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. I've already cleansed the space, cleansed the decks, pre-shuffled, and meditated on the collective conscious of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. So, what does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to know? So how you think your person feels versus how they really feel. Messages for Cancer. All right, Spirit, show me, how does Cancer perceive this person to be feeling? The energy surrounding this person on Cancer's mind, how does Cancer perceive it? So this is your perception. Remember that, Cancer. All right, you feel like this person is juggling something. You feel like this person is busy a lot. They are not fully, they got maybe 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You feel like this person is just, you want them to make a choice. You think they have struggle making a choice. Maybe you feel like they're not choosing you. You want this person, you think this person might be entertaining other people. Maybe you've called them out on this. You think that they're a flirt. You think that they maybe are. You do know that they're romantic. However, you think that they're juggling this type of energy sometimes, and you know that might bother you sometimes. Let's see what else we got here. I mean, that would bother me all the time if that was happening, but I wouldn't put up with it. But no, I don't mean that in any way. What I mean to say is that, like, it's very different to say you won't accept something and then to actually be faced with the challenge of like it happening and then you being like, so for example, like I always said, oh, I would leave if anybody ever cheated on me, but then when it actually happened, I didn't leave, and I wanted to work through it, and I wanted to forgive, and I wanted to, and you know, so, and that's totally somebody's personal choice. Outside people who pass judgment on somebody else's like relationship, whether or not they want to stay or leave or work through, like that is none of your business. If you're not in the relationship, it's not your business. So stay out of it, you know? And you don't be ashamed if, like, we all have things we need to learn, and if we want to try, if we think we have the capacity to try and work through that with somebody, then we should try to do that. But it's bad when we stay because we are insecure and we feel like we can't get better, or we feel like we deserve it for some reason, or we feel like we weren't good enough. That is not good, because trust me, somebody who cheats, they are the insecure one. They're the one that feels unworthy, and they're going to try and make you feel unworthy. But don't get it twisted. Okay, let's see. You got the 9 of Wands here. You do see that this person has a lot of pain. They have a lot of pain that they maybe not totally speak about. They've largely remained, that you've been in this cycle with them before, where it's hot and cold and they're juggling, and you kind of are like, well, I don't know, you know, one day they're here, one day they're not, and it's like, I don't know if I can rely on this person, and that's how you're perceiving things at this time. You've got the 10 of Swords. This person has made you feel very defeated at times. You want to see the success of this relationship, but it has, you have perceived it to be a failure at times. Not all the time. You still have hope. Or maybe you think this person views you as that. And maybe you do feel that way, but like, because it can make you feel that way if that's how you're perceiving things. But be careful, because again, this is just your perception. Let's see. Yeah, the 8 of Swords. You feel kind of stuck here with this person. You feel kind of stuck in this cycle with them, in this repetitive cycle, and you're really hurt. You're really hurt, Cancer. And you think that this person knows exactly what they're doing. You think this person is, you actually, you know this person knows what they're doing. You know this person knows the truth. You know this person is giving their energy. Spirit, show me what the true energy surrounding this person is. Let's see. The star. They, I don't want to say anything yet. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. I'm getting a message, but I'm going to hold off 1 second. Spirit, show me more energy surrounding this person, their true energy. What is that? The Nine of Cups? Yeah. Okay. The Two of Wands. This person hopes that you don't get too, how do I say? This person hopes that you don't actually know, and they're hoping that they can pull the wool over your eyes because they have things that they want and that they go after, and they do not really take you into consideration. And it looks like this person, there's changes on the horizon of like what you're asking for. So the Two of Wands here is like discussing like changes with somebody, and something needs to change. And it looks like you've got the Two of Pentacles over here in your perception. So you're perceiving this in and out energy and this person to be deceptive. They're hoping that you don't get to the bottom of something. You've got the Nine of Cups here of like they go after their desire and what they want, and it's like there's something that needs to change here, and there's a conversation that is going to happen between you two. It looks like if it hasn't already happened. Show me what other energy surrounding this person, Spirit. The Three of Cups, yeah. They are definitely not being truthful or faithful. And I think you already know this. I think you've already knew this. Let's see. The Strength, yeah. It's because this person is they're a coward. This person deep down is a coward, and they are insecure, and they need external validation, and they are very much immature. They are not brave, and they don't have much confidence. They're very insecure, and that is the reason that this person needs to have that outside gratification, I guess. And that energy is gratifying, I guess. It can be in the moment. It doesn't last, and it's not sustainable. Let's see. Yeah, this person's definitely aware of what they're doing. They've got the Hermit here. They're definitely aware of that. And then they've got the energy between you two, the Nine of Pentacles. So this gosh, Cancer. I don't know your situation exactly, but it looks like you are very hurt here, especially if this person's acting this way. And the energy between you two is independence. So it's like, this is not a partnership. This person acts like they're single, acts like they don't take you into regard. That's no partnership. That's not a relationship. If this person wants to be free and single and independent, then they don't need to be in a relationship. What does this person want to say to Cancer? What does this person have to say to Cancer? If they had the courage, and if they had the backbone, and if they were not insecure, and they knew how to be brave enough and had the confidence to tell you, this is what they would tell you. Let's see. Oh, what does Cancer's person want to tell Cancer? They want to tell you that they've been stepping out on you, and they want to tell you that they're sorry. They want to tell you that they actually feel very abandoned and alone, and because they feel like everyone just leaves and that they are at their core not worthy, they abandon other people and they abandon themselves. And they see hope with you. But they do not know how to communicate this. They do not know how to just, sit with those feelings, because when they start to feel this hope, they start to get very overwhelmed because they associate these great feelings that should have been great feelings with fear, discomfort, abandonment, scarcity, something that they need to protect themselves from. That was supposed to come out right there. Eight of Swords. They are mentally trapped in this prison. So they want to say, I am sorry. I am so you are great. However, I have so much deep wounds and fear that I'm that there's something going on internally within me, and I can't facilitate closeness with you because it overwhelms me. And if I could just simply communicate these things, then I understand it's my own problem, and um, I don't mean to take it out on you. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve the energy that I bring to you. You don't deserve, and by that I mean turmoil. You don't deserve this turmoil that I cause you. You deserve so much better than this. What else does Cancer's person, I'm sorry, yeah, what else does Cancer's person want to say to Cancer? They have a lot of regrets. They are so sorry. They have a lot of regrets. However, at the time of apology, it comes down to, again, fear. They do not apologize, or they are very, very insincere or just completely lacking in apology, because that would mean admitting failure. That would mean admitting that they failed in some way, that they are a disappointment. They would be admitting to disappointing you, which would then trigger them to feel like a disappointment, like they are a failure. And their fear overpowers them and their ego takes over. And so that is why they don't do it. This person probably was never shown a proper apology. So they were probably told like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, instead of like, so like, I'm sorry to them means like, I pity you. You're weak, and you're sensitive, and you're a failure, and like, oh, I'm sorry, you suck it up. Like, that's what that means to them. So they don't know how to apologize, and they don't know how to, like, the importance of it, because nobody ever apologized to them. This person has a lot of, they want to say that you are something they desire and what they want, and they do want this with you. However, they just do not know how to handle it, and that they are very sorry, and they have a lot of growing to do, and that I'm getting here, they're saying, if you don't leave, I'm sorry, leave me before I end up hurting you more, because I don't know how to let go of you, and I also don't know how to respect you. That's the message that this person wants to tell you. Okay, so let me pull an affirmation card for you, Cancer. Let's see. Affirmation for Cancer. Today I feel good. Today I know deep down that I look good, feel good, and that I am a good person. Yes, you are, Cancer. Look good, feel good, and you're a good person, period. So, sorry. What I'm really getting here is that this person, this person's behavior makes you really, really how do you say? It makes you very self-conscious. You start to like beat yourself up and think that you're not good enough, or think that like why. And that's really unfortunate because it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. People's behavior has to do with them, not you. It's not because you're not good enough. It's not because you don't look good. It's not because they just suddenly hate you. It's because they are insecure. It's because you are so good that they do not know how to handle that healthy love you want to give them. And they have to then find spaces to assert their ego so then they can have their own thoughts about, their value for themselves reflected back to them. When they can assert their ego into spaces that will then affirm what they already think about themselves, that they are failures, that they are not, that they are disappointing, and that they are bad at relationships and stuck in blah 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 blah. They will assert their ego to the point of the circumstances reflecting those exact things, and that is what that person's doing. Not because you're not good enough. Look at this: death, rebirth, transformation. Something is changing, or something needs to change, and you know it, you feel it, Cancer. Let's see what else we got here. Love. You may love this person. They may love you. They may love you. A lot of people will say, well, that's not love. Well, remember, love is not objective. It's very subjective. And people, you may have one idea of love and one other person may have another, because it is something that is an experience. It is not a destination, it is an experience. And people experience it differently. And some people, you can only meet somebody as deeply as you've met yourself, and some people don't know how to love properly, or consider healthy, we should say, because there's no wrong way. But healthy love. So look, balance. There's a large imbalance here, and there's a need for balance. So Cancer, you can either, you can't change anybody, you can only change yourself. So you can either make the changes on your end about how you deal with this person. You can ask them to rise up with you. And if they're not willing to, then your options are either change your perception or leave. You cannot change somebody else. Okay? And then you've got here growth. This person's got a lot of growth to do. And then, yeah, fear at the bottom. This person has so much growth to do because they're still living ran by their fears, which is false evidence appearing real. So this person has limiting beliefs that they allow to run the show. And when you have a limiting belief, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because when you believe you are a disappointment, and you believe you are not good at relationships, and you believe that you are a failure, those are all fears. You fear being those things. False evidence appearing real. So when these things appear real, and they're very real to you because you believe them, they become your thoughts, and your thoughts then create all of your feelings. And so you start to act accordingly, because we make emotion-based our actions are based on how we feel, always. No matter how much a person says they're logical and their reason, they rely on reason and analytics, and they're logical. It doesn't matter. At the point of the decision, at the point where the decision was made, they made an emotional based decision, whether or not they're even aware of it, because you make decisions based on how you feel, period. Proven 100% by neuroscience. So even if somebody was like, I don't make emotional decisions, they in fact do 100% of the time, every single time. So don't. I'm sorry, just saying. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry, actually. Anyway, my point is, when somebody's actions is based on how they're feeling, and then guess what? Those actions get reactions, and those reactions then prove their belief to be real. So when they believe all these things, like they're a disappointment, they're a failure, guess what? They're not trying hard enough. They're not really putting in their effort because they're so afraid it's going to fail. They're so afraid they're going to mess up. They're not actually applying themselves. They're not communicating because they're so afraid of being reprimanded or criticized. So it's like these things, they all play into each other. And then guess what? When they're doing all those things, the person on the other end starts criticizing, starts telling them they're disappointed, starts telling them, why are you failing me? Like, they create it. They're their own problem. Okay, Cancer. So know this and do what you will with this information. So I really hope it helped. That's all I have for you today. Thank you.
Feel like we've reached a crossroads. Ooh, don't you hate them ultimatums? But we need a revelation to save us. Stuck in the moment, it seems. The more I think, the more I don't know. I'm looking for a sign. Where's your devotion?